look to your left.
We're at the top again. I don't know what
Look at that. That's a beautiful view. All the little volcanic mountains. There's a lake down there.
Do not know what the summit is yet up here. Haven't seen anything. But I just saw, and I haven't seen it in our travels before, $1,000 fine for animal abandonment. So when you're leaving your dogs on the side of the road or puppies, and if you get caught, you get fined $1,000. Or any animals, I guess.
Well, that's beautiful. So we just also saw another sign that said volcanic legacy, and I just realized that we're heading towards Central Oregon, which there was a lot of volcanic activity as well. Cinder cones, lava fields, rock. So that's probably what we can see over here to our left. The foothills, if you want to call it that, as we're going up sort of the Central California side.
The drive so far this morning is beautiful. Like the whole scenery again, it's something we haven't seen before yet.
Desert again.
Until today.
Wow, it's like sage grass or tumbleweed, and I'm not sure if it's a highway. I've got to call it Highway 97. It's very scenic. It's very scenic. So different and dynamic, changing all the time. So a quick update, it's US 97 is the road markers.
And we are cresting right now at 5,000 feet.
So, yeah. 70, what did we do? 7,900 on Mount Shasta?
Yes. 5,100 feet right now.
Very cool. And again, look at that. We just crested this hill literally after just speaking to you.
Grass Lake Station, Klamath National Forest.
Wow.
And look at the view ahead.
Now we're in like a range again. Totally different range.
A lot of signs saying cattle crossing.
I'm just looking at the navigation, and Sandra pointed out we're going to a lake. This is supposed to be a lake.
I guess it was a lake.
Yeah.
Looks very marshy.
Yeah, on the left I was just going to say it's like a lake, marshy, weedy, something, but definitely no water right now. But according to the map, there should be water.
I guess
there is some water in there.
Like there's pools of it on my side, but not much.
Yeah. Well, I think we're going to be putting that jerry can in.
We did not know all these, the elevation going up and down.
Well, we spent a bit more fuel yesterday. The math was right for today to get us to Klamath, but we did a bit of to and fro-ing yesterday as well, so that took away from some of it. That's all good.
To and fro, do your ears hang low, Bella? Yes, they do.
Pull in here, look.
That's the rest area. Some big trailers, like monster trailers down in this area.
As in travel trailers or rigs?
Travel trailers.
Right, yeah, like Momentums.
A lot of toy haulers.
Yeah, lots of toy haulers. So we just left Klamath National Forest, and again, we're going down 4 miles.
And we just peaked at, again, summit, 5,202 feet.
Big fire come through here, but still very pretty. Yeah, there you go, elevation 5,000 as we descend. Very pretty area again.
Reminds me of Merritt area.
Yeah.
It's like the lower Nicola area.
Yeah, the Okanagan.
Give full kudos to those cyclists. Holy lordy.
farming land. I guess one thing that we forgot to mention was when we were coming over the pass on the way into Reading, there was definitely some high mountain grow-ups. Gates were padlocked and chained.
Security cameras, I'm sure.
Yeah. So we definitely saw two good size grow-ups. So we are crossing into, or back into, I should say, that's the vegetable inspection area. So coming out of California
into Oregon.
Back into Oregon.
Yay!
Well, it's not exactly here, I don't think yet. I mean, I know that that's the inspection for fruits and vegetables. So we will see. We're down to 1 mile of range left.
Oh, great.
Sandra's sweating.
You might hear some choice of words coming out of my mouth any minute.
Oh, I see a big flag in the sky, so maybe that's going to be Oregon.
Good, because passing lane is 1 mile ahead.
Doris, city limits. Woo!
Population 1,000. Come on, Fred. Oh, look at this corner.
Okay.
Hang on to your socks, Arabella. We gotta get gas.
There's a gas station. Closed down.
We did have noticed a lot of gas stations, motels have been closed from like the whole trip. Some of them unfortunately have been burnt down due to fires. Oh my goodness, there's a gas station on the right.
Where?
Mini Mart and Deli.
Is that a gas station?
Oh yes it is.
Oh, it is.
And we're driving by it. What the fuck?
Sandra's freaking out.
We have cheerleaders ahead with bright glittery pom-poms.
Bake sale.
Because they're doing a bake sale.
We might have to drive back to that gas station then, I guess.
Oh, we might not make it though.
Yeah, I guess I saw it, but... Oh, look at the clothing here.
And not on the girls.
Yeah, I think we are going to go back. Alright.
Bella agrees. We have to go back.
Yeah.
And watch.
There should be another gas station around the corner. But we just don't know. No, I'm going to guess not, actually.
No.
Okay, traffic. Oh, what's that? 6 miles ahead. Oh, I can't make that.
We're not going to do 6 miles ahead.
I'm going to make 6 miles ahead. I'm going to throw $10 at it. That's what we're going to do. It's going to be caught live on video.
3 miles, turn left.
Oh, I'll turn you off for a minute. Oh, 0 miles.
Oh,
we are full on empty.
Christ.
According to the range. And we'll see if we can make it.
Oh, some lady's clearing out her house to do a garage sale. Add to the sale of clothing.
We made it. There you go. Probably made it. It's probably about $10 a gallon. Yeah, pretty much. $5.50 a gallon. Well, being a cheapskate that I am, I put $10 in, which is about a gallon of it. That still bridged to 0 on my speed. Got 6k from Doris to Oregon fuel, which is, my reckoning is about 80 cents a gallon cheaper. That's why I haven't filled her up. My current
not even clean the windshield. Oh, credit $4.54.
Yeah, so it's still 75 cents cheaper.
Because it doesn't say that on the app.
$4.44 cash over.
Continue on US 97.
Over $5.25 cash. 6 miles away. Oregon State literally saves you anywhere between 60 cents and $1 on fuel. So if you can handle that and you're into saving fuel, especially if you're towing, just to let you know. And don't forget that in Oregon they serve for you. It's their policy for employment. And that bill wasn't too bad. It was $137 US, and that's the lowest I've been ever, I think.
Wee.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, okay, I put a gallon in beforehand as well, so call it $147. And our range now is 440 miles. That will give us enough to get up into Crater Lake and then out for the next couple of days, which is where we're heading. Let's go see 12 miles to Klamath Falls, and let's see what's going on in Klamath Falls. Hopefully there's a fall and we can go find it. So we've just entered Klamath Falls. We're just doing some research to see if there's actually any falls in Klamath. We're an hour out of Crater Lake. We might just drive into the town actually. Crater Lake and Bend. There we go. So I think we're going to just drive into the city centre and just have a quick look and see what's going on in here as we're just driving through it. No point missing out.
It keeps going everything back from Klamath Falls to Crater Lake, right? So
okay.
that was
There's a lake here that is more of a, boating and pleasure crafting and a bit of swimming, which is quite nice. There's a museum on the left as we enter. Okay. Got a little sleepy town for a Saturday.
I guess everyone's out and about on the lakes or who knows where.
Could be. Oh, visitor information right there. Hold on. Turn left. No, I may have got that wrong. No. Weird when they put it right on a junction, so I was unsure of. So there's a one way. It looks like it's like a big circle in the city centre, so it's one way in and one way out.
Cute little town.
Yeah, it's pretty, that's for sure.
Very pretty.
I think we'll just drive down here and go left and come back up on the other way. And the lights are all in sync. Look at that. I think they've all failed. Yeah, I think all their lights have failed. I think they've got a four-way stop procedure going on. You can see for a Saturday, I think everybody's gone to the lake. Definitely not the hive of activity you'd expect. A couple of murals on some of the buildings, that's for sure.
Old history murals.
Yeah.
Mexican
Restaurant seems to be the busiest one so far.
I think maybe the only one that's open.
Yeah, and we're coming back to that visitor centre where the arrow was. I can't see it anywhere. Okay. Alright, well, we'll carry carry on. So we've just left Klamath Falls. It's about 54 miles to Crater Lake, and if you can see that to the left, there's this lake, not Crater Lake, but there's a lake and like a refuge area just on the other side of this railway. And again, the diversity of the landscape. It's like some sort of mining. It doesn't look quite like mining, but it's either that or it's a landslide area or something. But there's a better view of that lake, and Sandra's just found out that it's called
Upper Klamath Lake. So there must be two sections of the lake.
It's a big lake.
Like it's huge, monster.
Like well, we're driving here, and then
We still can't see the end of
you can't see
it.
the end of it. And temperature hasn't risen much, 22 degrees. Yeah, just going back to Castle Crag, it was humid and hot. I mean, I know we're in Oasis and it's a small trailer for three of us. And again, it was stuffy. I slept in the hammock last night just to give Sandra and Bella a bit more room inside so Bella could cool down, which apparently didn't work out too well because she's still overheated. But tonight we should be dropping about 10 degrees at least at night from last night. So if you are traveling in and amongst this and you rooftop tenting, you know, be prepared that it's going to get hot. The more inland you go from the coast. I've always said that the coast from Vancouver is about 10 degrees. I say the coast, like the Oregon, California coast, is 10 degrees from Vancouver, and it's definitely 10 degrees less from the interior of any state. So last night I think it broke at 29 to 31, and at night it felt like it was 20, 22. So that is our mountain range. We are 35 minutes away, 27 miles out. We're trying to speculate which one of those we're heading towards.
I think it's the one on the right. But I could be wrong because there's a bowl sort of in the middle.
A few minutes ahead is Fort Klamath. Again, don't know anything about this area. And then both the south and north entrances to Crater Lake are open because that road around the rim is seasonal. Winter it's closed. So luckily we don't have to come out the same way. And when I mean seasonal, it's a late opening road. So it can still be closed in May or June. So just be aware if you're planning that, what time of year you're coming. So we've just entered Crater Lake South Entrance National Park. Just missed the sign, unfortunately. So we are on this road here because it says Klamath Falls, and I believe that we are camping. Let's see. We may be camping here because it said Mazama Village and Campground, but then it looks like we still got a bit of a drive, and there is this rim drive which we might do tomorrow. That looks like it's a long drive, but that's going to be cool. And then we'll come back out this way to the north entrance and then heading to the coast. And apparently that this is the deepest lake in the USA. And there's no way to get down to the rim, but apparently they do boat tours, so we're not quite sure. We're a bit confused on what that is all about. So we're going to check this out. We're looking forward to it. Oh, just adding to that, it looks like 6,000 feet camping at the village, and 8,000 if you were to hike here. There's a drive here to 7,900, and again, depends on, if you're on the road, it looks like it's 7,000-ish feet. Cool. Wow, look at that. I just read that. Minus 1,548 feet, so that's how deep the lake is. Sorry, no, average surface elevation is 61,700 feet. Wow. So that must be to the water, 1,500 feet. Difference between maybe the rim and the water, I'm gonna guess. Deepest point below lake surface is 1,900. Oh, I see. So these are the surface elevations. So the depth of the lake is 1,900 feet. Wow. Cool. So this must be the toll area where you pay to get into the national park. But if you can look above the roofs of these cars in front, there's a whole pile of cars coming down from the north side. They're all coming into this right turn that we're doing, their left turn, to carry on, I believe, on the rim drive. But this is going to be interesting because our campsite is literally somewhere in here. It's like a 1-minute drive if the road was clear. So we need to discuss with the ranger, if we do the rim drive and come back to our campsite, how do we get past this, or are we going to be stuck in traffic? Because, oh no, I'm looking at the map. Okay, the rim drive, this is the entrance to the rim drive. Okay, so this will drive you all the way around the rim to the north end. Where they're coming from, it looks like the west, a possible west entrance, which I didn't know there was. It's called the Crater Lake Highway. So everybody's coming in. Now, the piece that we can't see, and I don't know if this is applicable, is we actually have a reservation to get into the campsite. You would think they would have a flow through for you to be able to get in there, but I guess they're just guiding everybody in the same way, and they've not changed the structure of the road system to allow people to come into the park, especially with the amount of people that obviously come to visit Crater Lake. So be aware, you are going to hit congestion. We've been in this for what, 3 minutes? Mm-hmm. Let's see, 10 after 1. We'll see how long it takes us to get to the gate and figure everything out. So that east sort of gate area that I was talking about is the route to Medford. And again, if you're driving up here and you need to go to Medford, you could cautiously travel in the opposite directions lane until you get to this like yellow boulevard area, so that you can carry on and don't have to wait. Current time for us now to get to where we're at, and we're a few cars short of going, well, turning right, has been 14 minutes. So we made it to the right turn, and that was 16 minutes from where we were, so it can be a while. And if you're coming from Medford, man, I would not want to be coming, because you have to cut across traffic, and that is all dependent on somebody letting you in to do that. So bear that in mind. You might want to cut across to the north entrance and do the north entrance opposed to Medford. I don't know what the total distance would be. Not really interested in looking it up either. So it has taken us 30 minutes to get to this booth. I was going to complain to the fact that there is only one booth, but they're in line, so there are 2 booths. Still, I guess they're doing the best with 2, but unimpressed with the fact, the amount of people that are coming into this place, that there's only 2 booths. And they're letting like 2 or 3 cars in to go to the front booth, and then the rest of the line to catch up with this first booth that you can see right now. boat tours are cancelled. So if you'd have paid for a boat tour, you'd have been screwed. Okay, private vehicles are $30, motorcycles $25, per person is $15. Cards only. Anyway, oh, they don't take. Okay, so they don't take cash either. So just be aware of that. It is credit card. And then we are going to peel off to the right to Mazama Village and set ourselves up, and then we'll debate what we're going to do. So just let you know, 35 minutes to get through, depending on how big that lineup is. The whole rim is not open. It's like the northeast portion of the rim. There's a section that's closed, so you have to think about how you're going to do it. We are lucky to be able to be doing both sides because we're here for 2 days. So just be aware of that right now as well. Do your research. Okay, so we've now got to go and register for the camping, which we have a campsite already. Okay, where is it? Is that bus parking? RVs and buses, right?
RV bus only.
Yeah, but that's RV bus, so I can park here because I'm an RV.
Okay.
So, FYI, there is a gas pump in the village, Mazama Village. At the time of this video, it was, sorry, not the time of the video, but at the time that we stayed here, which was the beginning of August, fuel was $4.18, which is actually really cheap considering you're pretty isolated. Just behind the gas pump is the village store, and then just behind that, which would be on the approach or entry, is the restaurant and gift store. So there's a few things to sort of see and do, and then going off this way is off to the campground, and we'll drive the campground a little bit later on. Just a little tidbit for you, not that you probably want to break any laws, and I don't think you would be breaking a law because there is nobody at the ticket booth, but if you came to the national park at Crater Lake after 4 p.m, there is nobody there to receive you or to charge you the $30 to go around. Like, we paid our $30 because we were coming into our campsite. But it's gone 4 o'clock currently. The booths are shut, the flag is down, and you can still drive the rim. Now, it's not, you know, we're paying towards the national park, but if you choose to do that, just think about that option, and that line will be a lot reduced because there won't be a wait. People will just drive through. And at 4 p.m. when we came through earlier, and it was 30-40 minutes, we just went to the gift shop at 4:30, and the lineup was, there was nothing there. So we're gonna go and get in the truck and see if there's another lodge, because we've heard there is, and we might just drive to the beginning of the Crater Lake loop just to get a shock and awe picture, because we're going to do most of that tomorrow, and thinking about maybe a sunset picture, which could be kind of cool. Now, just let you look behind me, those clouds look a little bit ominous right now, so we're going to go jump in the car and check it out. The campground is big. There's A through F loops, and some are pull-throughs and some are back-ins. They are quite spacious, they're very rustic. Some have power, some do not, and they do not have water at the site. They are communal water. So you just have to make sure that you have a means of carrying water to your trailer. They do have bathrooms and shower facilities. There is also a lodge here that you can stay in. We've not looked into that, so we don't know. And also the campsites are quite nice, definitely in the trees. You can get trailers in them. Now, just to give you an idea, this is probably a 26-foot trailer and he's in okay. Now some pull-throughs do have some low-lying branches, so I don't know if you can see that RV in the background there. So you do have to be careful about which campsite you're going to be on. The downside is you cannot choose your campsite. The campsites will be allocated to you after you've put your vehicle information in and you arrive at the campground, which to me seems a little bit unfair, but because you may have an idea of where you want to stay. It was harmless for us. We just turned up. We actually didn't need to go indoors. They've got a RV sort of poster board which gives you your last name and site number when you get here, so you don't have to line up if you don't want to. And again, some drive-throughs right there, or pull-throughs. You can see there are trees that are quite close, and just back there as well. But Sandra, what do you think so far?
Park is beautiful. The whole, like, the sites and that are very spacious, as Andy had mentioned everything about it. Easy walk to the store if you need to get ice, different things like that, or if you want to get souvenirs.
Ice? How much was ice? $4.75?
$4.50 for, say, under $5.
So it's not overpriced.
No.
Restaurant?
The prices for a Caesar salad, $10. Fish and chips, $16. A burger was $15. Prices are good at the restaurant. Don't know the portions, but we might try it out tomorrow night. The only downfall that I see is they have garbages through every single, like, loops, A, B, C, D, all the way up. Their garbage cans are full. We're in a national park. Bear aware. Hello, that's all I'm saying.
We've been warned about bears.
And we've been warned about bears, but every garbage can, there's garbage on the outside, on the ground, with pizza boxes, or else you could barely get your garbage in the bins. That's all I'm going to say. Be bear aware, but how are you supposed to do that when there's so much garbage? But it's Saturday. They have a crew that we've noticed doing recycling for bottles and cans, but not garbages at this moment. So we just have to be bear smart tonight.
So this is us, and you can see the trees, but they are really wide sites. We have a power site tonight, but no power tomorrow. We do have to move. And you can see we have quite a bit of open space, but at the entrance there, the trees are quite close. And then you get your bear box, and you get your picnic area. Fires are banned right now because of the high threat level. And so, this is us. This is us for one night. We're not deploying the sides. We pucked it in backwards because we wanted the awning facing inwards and not outwards. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge getting around tomorrow morning, but perfectly fine. Yep. So Andy put the barbecue on the bear cache, and I forgot that Sandra, being a short ass, she now can't see, so I made her a step.
And I'm cooking ribs, and there's a lot I don't want to get burnt. So guess what? Look.
I made her a step, and now she's taller than the ribs.
And look at the ribs I'm cooking tonight.
Don't get too excited. She didn't make them from scratch.
Shut up. It doesn't matter. Not kidding.